Did you see how much treasure is down there? Shit, man. It's great. It's a crazy amount, man. It's absolutely unbelievable. They got everything. They got gold. They got teacups. Looks like maybe, I don't know, some silver and shit. We gotta get down there. I mean, it's like, oh, man, think about the ladies. Think about the ladies you could have if you had all this treasure, man.
You are!
There it is.
Hell yeah, boss!
Oh, hey!
Oh, yeah!
Good morning!
And welcome to episode 964 of Hard Factor. It is Tuesday, June 14th, 2022. Thank you for cheating on the news with us today. We've got a cup of coffee full of the hits. Going back to the well, Mark, is that what's going on?
Well, some of our favorite characters in the news, a couple updates from previous stories, and then the cream of the crop is a familiar topic. So
Very nice. We've got all treasure on deck after that.
It's going to be a pleasure.
With all treasure. We've got McDonald's back in Russia and revenge in the TikTok international moment.
That's right.
Very
You
nice.
heard that correctly.
Good. And then
I wonder what
we
that
have
symbol is from Wes.
Yellowstone. Oh,
We're gonna find
It
out.
does- yeah, you'll find out, Mark. It does look a little.
I don't like
suspect,
it.
doesn't it?
Uh-huh.
I've already said what it is. Actually,
It's the
Oh,
Russian McDonald's. Is that
It
what
is.
that is? Okay,
Mm.
that's a
That's what that is.
It's a
pathetic.
tomato
That's
and 2
pathetic.
carrots.
Yeah, that's
Pretty
supposed to be
awful,
an
isn't it?
I think
That's
it stands
pathetic.
for a burger and 2 fries, but
Yeah,
we'll,
who knows?
we'll find out later.
Does.
Okay.
And then Yellowstone National Park crisis. The Yellowstone National Park to close things out.
Ruh-roh.
Reminder, everybody, trivia for patreon.com/hard factor. Send in the cards here. It's this Friday, June 17th, 9 p.m. Eastern. So put it on your calendar.
I'm ready. I'm ready to take the title back.
Mhm.
Listeners have the title right now, huh?
Yeah, we got to take the title. Someone's got to take the title back. They're on like a two or three winning streak.
At least, yeah. I think 2 out of the last 3 at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
We're looking like chumps over here. You know what we should do one time as like a bonus? If we can squeeze an extra one in one month, do all 4 hosts versus like a bunch of different listener teams and see if we can see how like smart we are. Just an all host team.
you think that'll work?
I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know.
Mhm.
I'd like to
Let's
see
see.
how smart we are.
I think
I
so.
think we crushed those idiots.
Historically, in game shows, we've done poorly. Like
Right,
Shut them
right.
down.
Well, we're 1 and 2.
the few we've participated in.
As long as Pat's brother's on our team.
Mhm.
That counts. He's an extension.
Yeah,
That's
family
true.
members can
Yeah.
come.
Mm-hmm.
Brendan really carried the team last time, but
We draft
your team
Brendan
last-
and we draft Big Mike to cover any sort of like literature things, and we're pretty much unstoppable.
My dad's a scientist.
I mean,
we
if we bring in Will's dad and Wes's dad too, I'm just saying the
Yeah.
dads.
no, that would be.
My dad doesn't know anything.
Talk about a dynamic.
Where if we
though.
okay, all right. I'm just
all
saying.
8 just in there
No.
yapping it up.
what about the dads as another team against us?
I don't want to
Yeah.
face our dads. Do you want to
Kick our
face our
asses,
dads?
Probably.
No.
It'd be embarrassing.
No,
No.
it's Father's Day coming up too. Get
Right.
your dad something.
All right, well, we should do that.
You guys want to do the news?
Yeah, let's do the news.
All right.
Yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time.
All right, we're going to do a fun fact first because that's what we like to do. One of the richest and most powerful men in Brazil, Thane Chiquano Scarpa, what a name, buried his Bentley so he could, quote, ride around in style in the afterlife.
Really? His first name, Bane?
He's
Thane.
dead already.
Thane. No, he buried it while he was alive. T-H-A-N-E.
Okay.
What a
So he
douche.
thinks of himself like a pharaoh.
Well,
Mhm.
people were
Like
pissed,
he's-
right? Like Wes said, what a douche. Wes said, what a douche. Remember that. And people were pissed. But as he was lowering the car into the ground, he said into the microphone, quote, people have been condemning me because I wanted to bury $1 million Bentley. In fact, most people bury something a lot more valuable than my car. They bury their hearts, livers, lungs, eyes, kidneys. This is absurd. So many people waiting for a transplant and you bury your healthy organs. You could be saving many lives, you assholes.
He's talking
So
about
Thane-
fat.
What
no,
a douche.
Thane's saying organ donors, people that aren't organ donors are pieces of shit and they should shut the fuck up about his Bentley.
Oh,
Yeah.
So that was his argument.
Yeah, he wanted to
wait.
say
that's
So
a
Wes
big
is
he
an
stunt.
said
asshole.
because non-organ donors exist,
Shut him
he can
down.
bury his
Suck my
Bentley.
dick,
That's-
man.
Yeah, he's saying if that makes you
Thing.
if that rings your meter, then maybe you should think about all the assholes out there that don't donate organs.
I thought he was talking about fat people.
No.
Burying their organs.
No. Well, get that out of your mind. He was talking about organ donors.
But it doesn't make any sense what he's saying, though, I don't think.
No, it does. It was during Organ Donor Week.
Stunt.
He said that organs are more valuable. You don't get it? Okay. It was organs are more valuable than a car.
It's a weird.
A car can't save lives.
Do we know if he actually buried the car?
It's a Volvo, it can.
I mean, who cares?
Because he took the photo.
The point of the story is Wes is a jerk. That's what the story is for.
Nobody wants Will's fatty liver. Nobody wants my awful lungs.
You haven't drank in 2.5 years. Your liver's fine.
My liver might be okay.
Before we move on to news stories, let's do some updates.
Working on the other ones now.
Yeah. Just balancing it out. Before we get into news stories, I have a couple of quick updates from stories we've covered in the past month or so. Do you remember the duck sauce murderer?
Yes.
The guy who he terrorized like a Chinese restaurant owner and then shot his employee after he claims he didn't get an infinite amount of duck sauce for his to-go order. Yeah.
Right.
Well, 51-year-old Glenn Hirsch, it was him, apparently. He was arrested. He was the murderer. He lives in Briarwood neighborhood in New York City. He was arrested last week after being charged for shooting Ji-Wen Yan. And when police went inside his home and opened his fridge, they said it was completely full of to-go tuck sauces from multiple Chinese restaurants. Dude. Yeah. He had a fridge chock full. You know, like when you have like Jell-O shots stacked, he had like a duck sauce to go. It's
literally just a dude obsessed with duck sauce who also was a murderer.
Yes, it drives him insane.
His fridge is full of duck sauce, and his mind is full of hoi sin. You know what I mean?
Hey!
But I saw that headline. Did they say exactly how much duck sauce it really was? Was it like
an anonymous NYPD officer who didn't want to give his name said it was chock full to the brim.
Too much duck? Yeah. Okay.
Like
I got
more
it.
duck sauce than you would ever imagine.
R.I.P. the dead Chinese delivery man. But
yeah, he is who we thought.
What a psycho to get killed by.
He also said he was like a hoarder. His whole house had things hoarding, but in the kitchen he preferred duck sauce.
He's like a Disney villain almost. Like that's the start. He goes to jail and then he becomes a super villain based on duck sauce.
He clearly jerks off with duck sauce, right? Like he has to.
I can't believe that he killed this guy. I mean, and he had duck sauce at home. It wasn't.
Oh,
it wasn't like he.
I
mean, get in the mind of this guy.
More, Pat. He needed more. You get in between him and his duck sauce. That's the
Pat.
end.
It was probably like one row wasn't perfectly full, and he counts it 15 times a day, like 1,003 duck sauces, 1,004 ducks.
He didn't want to warm any up. He wanted that
insane.
room temp.
But why was it on this guy to get okay?
Because he tackled him. You missed the story. That guy.
I remember him. He didn't bring him his duck sauce. Yeah.
No. The owner didn't bring him his duck sauce. This guy then pulled a gun on the owner months later, and the guy who tackled him was the guy who got shot. He embarrassed him. So that's what he got him for.
Okay.
Remember the cockroach sex story and how female cockroaches are not attracted to like sweet tasting things like male roach asshole anymore?
But they were adapting.
Yeah, because of the glucose or whatever and all the roach sprays. They got wise to the roach sprays. They didn't want to die anymore. Well, a company trying out a new roach spray because they all need to change it up since roach spray isn't working is offering to pay people to let them unleash 100 roaches in their house and try out their new roach killing product.
Who the fuck is signing up for that shit?
Yeah, and if you guys interested, how much would you?
No, $100.
A couple apartments ago,
bang, yeah, exactly. They probably bang and turn into thousands.
How much are they giving you? Yeah,
$2,000 is what they're offering.
No way,
for 100 roaches.
100 roaches at first for 30 days. They said it'll be you'll have like at least 100 roaches. For
you
30
can't
days.
treat them for 30 days.
They're gonna deal with all the treating. I think.
Well, you have to let them infest first.
I think they want them to have babies and shit.
Oh yeah, lots of nests. Yeah.
I mean, the $2,000's not gonna cover the tent fee.
So they're gonna infest your house.
Yeah.
I mean, why doesn't the guy who invented this fucking roach spray do it? Like, do it at your house, bro.
Because would you want to do it? Like you said,
it's hit. Yeah, I know, but he has the most. Okay.
He also, who's gonna trust the roach guy?
I'll tell you why not. Right before the episode, I was telling Wes, I was chasing Mike around the yard because he was rolling around in the fucking pesticide that I poured. He's mad that I cut the wood pile because he used to hang out at the wood pile.
Yeah.
The wood pile's gone. Pour pesticide all over it. Today, I go out in the yard. He's sitting there, just like sitting right on top of the pesticide and like staring at me.
I guess.
And then he starts just rolling in the pesticide, like protesting that the wood pile's gone. So then I have to like chase him around the yard, beating the the pesticide off them.
Spray them
That shit
down. Yeah.
gets in your mouth. It's terrible.
Spray him
It's like-
down.
The roach thing, the experiment of pesticide would be the worst thing ever to do to your house. Like it's toxic.
It's your house is full of roaches and a new experimental pesticide for
Right.
$2,000. Not worth it, right? All right. And Seth Green got his monkey NFT back. Remember that? He's making some animated show that looks terrible. It's like half animated, half human, like Roger Rabbit with NFTs. And his main character got stolen from him somehow, like his digital NFT.
Are you
that
trying
there-
to? Are you
There are
implying
no
with your
laws
tone?
for yet because no judge or congressman knows what an NFT is. It got stolen from him or whatever, his wallet or whatever.
Nobody
whatever.
cares. Yeah.
No one cares.
NFTs,
Whatever. What an idiot.
Especially
Why'd
right
you even
now.
buy it in the first place, moron? Right?
Worthless.
And
Uh,
the NFTs have got to be negative value at this point.
Oh, it's bad, bro.
It's Well, guess how much he paid to get it back from the crypto thief?
I mean,
Why
if
would
he, if
what,
so, he
$5?
didn't
Because he
mint it.
theoretically thought maybe there'd be a law in the future the guy could sue him, even though there's no law and no one knows.
No one ever. This is
Yeah.
not going to get worked
He
out.
paid $270,000 to get this fucking
Good
NFT
Lord,
back.
right
that he
now
already
with-
paid $200,000 for. So he paid more than he originally paid.
Isn't Bitcoin down to like 20,000? I mean, like,
Don't
what
say
is
that.
he?
This is
what
like
is
a week
he
ago.
doing?
This is right before the crash.
22.5, yeah.
We're gonna get to
22.5.
Bitcoin later. We're gonna get to
What
Bitcoin
is he
later.
doing? What is Seth Green doing?
What do you mean? What is he doing?
I mean, it's a fucking NFT, as Mark says. Like, what is going on
Well,
with
you
people?
don't-
right
So he
now?
can make the
thinks this is
fucking
gonna be
TV
a hit.
show.
It's gonna be a hit show. I mean, he
Yeah,
could have made the
thinks
TV show.
It's all for the
anyways.
TV show. Yeah.
He thinks it's gonna be a hit show. Anyways,
It's great press. He's getting good press out there.
I'm still not going to watch it. I'm not
It just makes
13
me think
anymore,
he's going
Seth.
crazy with the
All right, let's just move on to the stories of today. If you like Hunter Biden content, and we know you do, you're in luck, as his ex-wife, Kathleen Buell, will break her silence about her 24-year marriage to the man who left her for his sister-in-law. Yeah. It's actually happening like right now, or already. It happened on Good Morning America. That's a heavy interview for 6 a.m. for ABC. Tell us about the crack orgies. Were the kids in the house?
Damn.
Oh, and now Giada De Laurentiis is going to show us
So-
how to make a dip.
Yeah, exactly. It goes from crack orgies to dip.
How many exact
she's a
marriages? Is this
cheater,
his
too.
first marriage? Or is it?
Yeah, I think this is the first marriage.
This
This
is
is when he
his
has
first
kids
marriage,
with
right?
24 years. Yeah.
Right, yeah. And then before he
And
left
then
her.
Then he went to the sister-in-law, and then he went to the stripper.
Hallie
then he went
Biden.
to
Yeah. And then the whole chain, yeah.
the whole thing. The interview is actually a tour for Buell to promote her book called "If We Break: A Memoir of Marriage, Addiction, and Healing," in which she
And we will.
yeah, which they did, in which she talks about
He'll
Hunter
be
Biden's
breaking bread because some
addiction
people
to
paid her to
drugs.
put that out.
Oh, people are going to be reading that book. It talks about Hunter Biden's addiction to drugs, how she tossed him from their home after she discovered a crack pipe, his frequent extramarital romances, and then heavily details the sister-in-law thing and how she found out from her kids reading his text messages. And it's
Oh, he's a
mess.
dirty dog. I mean,
Dirty dog.
dirty dog.
It's a mess.
Ow!
Wait. So her kids read his text messages.
Yeah, of like her being like, "Come over and fuck."
Oh,
me."
there's all kinds of
And
terrible
then-
rumors about the family stuff. It's just, I'm sure it's bad. There's so many bad rumors about like, what
Allegedly, the
happened
family
inside the
relationship therapist that talked with all of the family advised Hunter to go spend more time with Haley Biden or whatever her name is because they could both grieve together. And then his wife was like, "He's a recovering addict. Shouldn't he be with me and his kids?" And she was the therapist was like, "No, the more time he spends over there, the better." And then so they shacked up for like a month, like in a movie, and then they just started banging. And then that same therapist called her in, and she was like, she walked in and her child was crying because and she's like, "Why is my child crying?" And then she's like, the therapist like, "Tell him." She goes, "I'll tell her. Your husband is having an affair with your sister-in-law." And she's like, "Fuck you, therapist." And so like apparently that's how it happened.
Wow.
Bummer.
Yeah, that therapist should be fired. Should not be hired by anyone. Anyways, let's move on. Entertainment updates. Squid Games has been officially renewed for season 2 coming in 2023. You guys big Squid Game fans? You Squidiots?
I like it. I like it
First
a lot.
season was good.
Never seen it.
That's good.
Didn't watch first season.
I was like, I was just high every time I tried to watch it, and I just,
Well,
I didn't.
Good
I need-
show for that.
I
It's
know,
just
but
like
I
that.
needed to turn the dubbing on, and the dubbing bothers me. I'm a subtitle.
yeah,
guy.
but you don't even need to watch. Like, you don't even. The words don't matter too much because it's so much action. Like,
Really?
the game and
No,
everything.
don't
yeah.
watch it dubbed. Dubbed, no, subtitles.
Oh, right. Just do the.
That's what I'm saying, and I was too. And then you gotta try to follow subtitles when you're inebriated. Don't work.
Right.
Yeah.
There is the English where the mouth doesn't match up. There's that version.
I'll watch it. Should I watch it? Sounds like I
Yeah,
should
you
watch
should
it.
watch it.
All right,
It's
I'm gonna watch it.
it's like Battle Royale meets. I'm trying to think of what else. It's good. It's really good.
Okay, I'm in. Enough said.
That's
The
actually.
well,
yeah, so
anyways,
what-
I won't give it away.
no, it's
but yeah.
good. So that's
Some
coming
good
back. What else? How about this? Queen announced that they are releasing a new song with Freddie Mercury's vocals on it. And here's the thing: Freddie's dead, so that's impressive.
Mm.
That's pretty impressive.
Oh,
That's
it's a
newsworthy.
deep fake thing. It's like a Bourdain style.
No,
No.
apparently the song is called "Face It Alone," and he recorded it on one of their albums, and they're just patching it all together. It's supposed to come out in September, and is said to feature Mercury's love of sweeping, quasi-operatic vocals. And his former bandmate claims he's never sounded better, which might be a little biased to drum up sales, but
Right.
still cool.
Right.
Still cool.
Look, guys, in my experience, and I've made a couple records in my day, you don't put the best stuff out there. You wait 20, 30, 40 years, and that's when you drop it on them.
Right. Makes sense. Business.
How wide are you for new Queen?
I mean, it's probably the worst Queen ever made, is what it is. So.
Yeah. I mean, is dry? Can dry be the answer?
I'm dry. Yeah, I'm dry. Yeah. I'm bone dry.
I'm pretty moist. Pretty damp for Queen.
I
Wrestling.
mean,
Come on. You're
I
everyone's
don't know.
gonna
I
listen
mean,
to
it's not like you can watch and play it live.
It's good
not to be
news.
shitty.
You got to swing in with the "we just found it," not "it's been sitting there," and it's been
Right.
sitting there.
It's
Yeah.
been locked in a vault.
Mhm.
It's better than he's ever sounded. Wrestling star Jeff Hardy is drunker than he ever was, which is saying a lot because he likes to drink. He got his 15th DUI and got another felony when he was arrested in Volusia County. He's a big time Florida man now. Jeff Hardy's
Sweet
like
neck
a 20 time tag team champion in the WWE. He's like a previous heavyweight champion. He's now in AEW.
He's got
And,
werewolf claws around his neck.
Yeah,
he
he is. He is. In the tradition of struggling professional wrestlers with alcohol, like the greats before him, like Jake Roberts and Scott Hall, R.I.P. Yeah. So Jeff Hardy trending for the wrong reasons again. The Knives Out sequel has an official title, and it's called Glass Onion. Hopefully that comes out soon because
That I'm excited about, man.
that fucked hard,
no
right?
doubt. That was a good movie.
Very entertaining movie. Ezra Miller, the Flash, the kid that gets in trouble with the law every week now, and recently was accused of stat rape or whatever for grooming a girl since she was 14.
Oh
to
yeah,
par-
I
to
don't know if
party
he
with her.
actually did anything
He,
sexual with her, but
forced
yes,
drugs down her throat. But
definitely that
Yeah.
was what the accusations were for sure.
sure he did something sexual with him. Have
Step
you seen
one.
the guy?
Right? Yeah, he's got like a mischievous look on his face all the time.
He does. He looks like he's grooming you at all times. People are trying to serve him court papers, and they can't find him anywhere.
Classic.
And there's probably an equal chance at this point he's either dead or in hiding. It could be either one. He's
Yeah, strong possibility on both.
Yeah. right.
Hiding for sure.
Are you going to say, that's surprising with either of those outcomes?
I mean, so rich. He's just so rich. He's got to be hiding.
He's
Yeah,
not
he won't
that
be-
rich.
He might be
He's
dead.
surprised. What do you mean he's not that rich? I mean, he's the Flash. He's
How
gotta
many movies did he do?
He did
Well,
Justice League, One Flash. And
Still a
he was
bunch
in
of comic
He was
movies.
the
That's pretty good, right?
Wallflowers kid.
I mean, yeah, he's made
How
$1
to Be a
million
Wallflower.
bucks, but he's not that rich.
He's made $30 million bucks.
Probably way
You
more than
think?
that.
We should celeb net worth that.
Yeah. Ezra
He's
Miller's
made $30 million.
career earnings.
He was going to make $100 billion
But
if he
it's
kept
five.
the Flash. Yeah.
You think?
Well, he's probably squandered a lot of it. His
My thing
earnings
is-
versus his worth is different.
When
I think
you're-
he's earned 15 to 30.
When you're a represented actor, it's dead because you don't just go into hiding like "Don't serve me court papers,"
His
right?
net worth is $12 million.
Yeah, he's probably
Which
earned
means
20.
it's 5. Okay,
I'm
That's
seeing
pretty good.
4 on Celebrity Net Worth.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, look at all of his IMDb's. He's starred in 6 movies, and he was the Flash. And lastly, indie rapper Chris B. I think they're remaking the Flash too. It's going to be a delay because Ezra Miller ruined that. So, Flash fans, you're going to have to wait.
Every movie he's in, you got to figure they got to,
They're
do
remaking
something
it.
else for a while,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Hey, what happened to the Flash? He ran himself into a new look. He looks
Right.
like me
He's
now.
been
I ran so fast, my face
arrested.
changed.
How many times has he been arrested in the last 3 months? Like 5,
7.
6?
Yeah,
But how many times would he have been arrested if they could find him?
that's true. That's why I
Right.
can't find him. He's just running around.
fast.
And lastly, indie rapper Chris B says the Island Boys, those annoying twins, cut their hair because they had lice. So he's
Come on.
dog and the Island Boys.
Come on.
No, for real. Chris B posted a video of him and the Island Boys hanging
They
out on
admitted it?
Instagram. No, he captioned it. This is the caption. He goes, "I was kicking it with the Island Boys, and they cut their hair due to lice." And then he added each of them. And then they like,
Holy
and then they like blocked him because they're like, "What the fuck?" It's like captioning, like, "Yeah, the Island Boys is straight disgusting at the Island Boys."
No, it's fucked up, man.
Yeah,
That's amazing. He
So-
just went there to fuck with them.
yeah. So take it with a grain of salt, but he's claiming that him being blocked is even more proof. If you needed it, so that's what he's
I
saying.
mean, that's really hilarious. Who did that again?
Indie rapper Chris B, like
Chris
Chris
B is
Brown without the
hilarious.
round. And
I mean, like a lot of people said when that video first came out, a lot of people said
a lot of people
they
hate
would want to
them.
do something like that.
Yeah.
So Chris B did it for everybody who was in that.
They're
clip.
not
That's
admitting
hilarious.
it. They don't have to admit it. They're not going to. But
Lice
it's
is really
hilarious.
hard to get rid of. Man.
Yeah,
Yeah, you have to shave your head apparently.
that's
It can
amazing.
kill you if you don't treat it.
No, you can't.
What?
Yeah, there's
Lice
a
can kill you.
yeah, it can kill kids. There was a
Shut up,
girl and
really?
parents got charged with murder because they neglected this little girl and her head lice, and she died from it. I guess they suck so much blood out of you or something. I don't know. Or give you
Man,
Could it have been the lack of food they were giving her too?
no, they pinpointed lice infestation in the article.
you want to see the
That's
most
bad
stressed out
infestation.
people in the
Reader's
world?
Digest. Oh,
Go to that. There's that lice treatment place right down the
No,
street
it's a
from
cardigan.
Mark and Wes's house, right at 71 and 183. There's that. It's called like You Got Lice, bro. Go camp outside of there if you want to see some upset people walking into
Yikes.
You Got Lice.
Yikes! All right, what else?
yeah,
The
that's
January
not a good
6th
place.
January 6 hearings continued on Monday. It seems like from what people at the hearings were testifying to on that hearing and stuff, is like that most people in Trump's circle, besides a drunk Rudy Giuliani, were suggesting that Trump leave it alone and that he lost and just accept it and, stop fighting it. Like his lawyers, his advisors, all that stuff. They're all testifying that. Rudy, however, was getting hammered and telling Trump to announce victory on election night and to demand the vote tabulation stop. He was like the devil on the shoulder.
Rudy.
That's all Trump needed was one Rudy Giuliani to
I mean,
push forward.
also,
Yeah.
if you
What's
saw,
Rudy saying?
Yeah.
I don't have the picture. I
Shut
don't
up,
have the
lawyers. What's Rudy saying?
Yeah, I don't have the picture handy, but if you saw him sweating through his painted on hair the next
Right.
morning, you knew he was hungover. When he was
Yeah,
For
announcing,
sure.
we're doing it at the Four Seasons
That was
Total
a hangover
Landscaping
sweat.
across from the sex shop.
Dude, I can't
Yeah.
believe
Yeah.
the four.
That was
When
the
you
hangover
think
speech.
back
He was
to
on
the
a
Four
bender.
Seasons Total
Yeah.
Landscaping, when you think back to that, that is just.
He was on a bender. He
Yeah,
fucked that
across
up.
from the sex shop. I mean, that was one of the all-time moments in American politics.
Former AG that Trump picked, Bill Barr, testified and called Trump's theories in the election being rigged. He called them idiotic, amateurish, and said he was like detached from reality. He also insulted that documentary 2000 Mules, saying it was completely lacking in evidence. But I don't know what the point of this hearing is. We already knew that, right? We already knew Trump was being a bitch and not accepting
He's a
defeat.
sore loser.
Yeah, and they didn't like 25th Amendment him or whatever it is, like block him from running again. So what's the possible outcome from these hearings? He's a civilian
I don't
now.
understand.
No, the
Yeah.
point of the hearing is this. It's getting it on the record. They're laying it out like a court case. And you
Okay.
might say, well, what's going to happen? It's important in this era of people not believing the truth for
To have
the
it on
truth
record.
to
But
be
Pat,
put
why
on
didn't
record.
they then vote to have him not run again, which they could do? The Dems
Right,
have the
'cause
power to do it any day.
It seems to me that like this is to prevent him from winning an election, but
They
I don't
have
think,
ever since.
Look, there-
but I don't
Look,
think that anyone's going to change their mind on Trump whether they like him.
There's
or
a
hate
different
him from this.
them voting for him not to run
which
again.
they could do
right?
any day.
Understood.
from
But
January
this is
20th
a
to
legal
2021
this is a legal issue, right? So like we all watched Trump, spin a bunch of bullshit,
But if
right?
he's an insurrectionist, then
Right.
hit him with the
Let me
insurrection.
finish. We watched him do it, okay, and we all knew what it was, but
Right.
there was some shit behind the scenes that these guys have been looking into. That's why they've been looking into it.
Well,
now
they're so slow.
hearing it.
It's so slow. It's so
It is slow. It is slow.
Also, convenient timing right before the midterm elections, a year and a half later.
Yeah,
It's
well, they-
weird. It's for
they come
TV.
out-
It's a show.
They come out in September.
I
and
mean,
I'll tell
dude, it
you-
needs to be said. I mean, look, the truth
I agree.
needs to be
Should
said.
vote on not letting him run again. I just don't understand. I don't
But if
wanna
you
hear
don't
about
do
it
that
because
before a
they don't vote about
hearing,
it.
then it's
They're
gonna
not
seem
going to do it at
premature.
all.
I hear what you're
But
saying,
Merrick
Pat.
Garland could bring
Pat, I hear what you're
could
saying.
bring charges.
Looking back on it 20, 30 years later, it's good to have it on record. I agree with you.
They want him to run. The Democrats
They're
want
having a
Trump to run.
huge report that comes out in September, and I'll tell you what, I'm a little bit more excited about that Queen song in September because who's going to read that giant report? No one probably. To me, it's just like you hate Trump, you hate Trump. You like Trump, you like Trump. You're not going to read a 100-page report. You already made up your mind. I mean, if you don't think he caused the insurrection, you're not going to change it with this report because you're not going to read it. You don't care.
I watched it for an hour. I didn't learn
Yeah.
anything new.
The
Most
problem is,
people
guys,
just don't
you're
care
speaking
whether
from a
they-
perspective
whether they
of
think of one way or the other.
you're speaking from a perspective of you either knowing Trump didn't win the election and don't like him, or knowing Trump didn't win the election and do like him. This is for the people that don't think Trump lost the election.
I don't think they're going to change.
They're not
I-
watching
you're
it.
It's
all.
definitely
right.
not for
Only
them.
liberals are watching this shit.
Okay, I understand.
Only.
But you
Or
got
people
you
that are
still
huge
got to do
Trumpers
it.
and they're screaming at the
You
TV
can't
because
just
they
say-
want-
Oh, because the liberals told me that he didn't win. Now I believe it.
Right,
Yeah,
they're not
that
gonna
Only the
works.
people who are
Yeah.
fans. of
What
the
would you
candidate
guys
doesn't
do? Just let it
No,
go.
no, but Pat,
I would
your point is
vote
wrong.
on it. Like they could do
do
any
it,
day.
do it 21 and not let him run again is what I would have done.
Yeah,
but
boom, there
it
you
seems
go.
like a
With
certain
what
majority.
support? I mean, the Republicans, like 10 minutes
They don't
afterwards,
need
were
the
like,
support. They don't need the support.
They had a didn't they,
They
have a
don't.
majority?
They have a majority, Pat. They don't need the support. They could do it by themselves any day. Any
They
day.
had a majority, but it's too late now. Anyways, we'll
not. They could do
we'll
it
wait with
tomorrow.
bated breath in September. Because he's a civilian. It's too late now. But that takes us to
The cream of the crop.
right. And if we're wrong on that, let us know, Jack or whoever, if they can still 25th Amendment or whatever we missed there. I don't really fucking care.
It's a simple majority vote. Both
Bitcoin.
sides, both chambers.
Bitcoin has gotten worse since we last talked. A lot worse. I'm sorry, Pat. It should be called Buttcoin or Bytecoin because it's eating everyone's fucking lunch. Not good. It's so bad. What's that, Wes? 22.5? What's that right now?
22.37 now.
Oh, that's the lowest it's been in multiple years. It's gotten so bad that the internet is turning on Matt Damon for his fortune.
Why? Because he likes Bitcoin.
Yeah, did you not remember his fortune favors the bold? Have you been to the movies? in the past 6
Crypto.com.
months?
Right.
His crypto ad. Yeah.
Okay.
I
mean, well, a lot of us got into crypto who,
Let's
we
just watch
bought-
it.
I mean, certainly didn't buy it 22.7.
Let's just watch it. Here's why people are mad at Matt Damon.
Okay.
History is filled with almosts. With those who almost adventured, who almost achieved,
Really.
but ultimately, for them it proved to be too much. Then there are others, the ones who embrace the moment and commit. And in these moments of truth, these men and women, these mere
Too
mortals,
many videos playing.
just like you and me, as they peer over the edge, they calm their minds and steel their nerves
He's looking at like lions and shit.
with four
Like
simple
space.
words that have been whispered by the intrepid since the time of the Romans. Fortune favors the brave.
Crypto.com. So there, guy. He was like looking at historical figures. He's looking at the inner space and stuff, and he
So what
basically
do
is
they
like,
think that's
Very
false marketing or something?
How dope would it
I don't
be?
They're saying
understand.
they're saying why'd you tell me to buy? I trust you, Matt Damon. You're my favorite actor. Why'd you tell me to buy crypto and then it crashed a week later?
How dope would it be if he insulted, what was our guy from ancient Rome who was getting graffito tags?
Secundius.
If they ripped Secundius,
Yeah, in that
they've been saying this since the beginning of time.
Yeah.
Everybody said you're a real
Secundius's
Secundius. if
dick
you don't
is
buy
weird.
crypto.
Yeah. So let's
Yeah.
take it to the internet and see what exactly people are saying. Here's High Yield Harry who says Matt Damon to everyone who got into crypto last year, and it's an image of Matt Damon pushing McConaughey off a
Interstellar.
cliff from
Yeah.
Interstellar.
Yeah,
there's also,
I mean,
there's also,
it's tough.
there's
but I
also
think
this
it's
one.
Matt Damon's fault.
Yeah, anyone that blames...
This is how I'm going to get my revenge on Matt Damon for his Fortune Favors the Bold campaign. It's the end of The Departed.
Yeah, it was
spoilers,
Wahlberg
bro.
Getting him.
Oh, if you haven't seen The Departed, fuck off.
I watched it last
it's
week, asshole.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah,
for the
it's a
first
great
time,
movie.
you're the
No,
movie guy?
for the 40th time.
Okay, so everyone's seen
I
it.
watched it with my son.
Everyone's seen it. Here's Matt Damon talking about himself.
Matt Damon. Matt Damon. Matt Damon. Matt Damon.
No,
Matt
Team America.
Yeah, he's an idiot.
Classic.
He's been lambasted for years. you
Yeah,
know?
here's the one that says we should have never saved him from Saving Private Ryan.
Oh, that's wrong.
There's one here that's how do you like them apples? And it's him holding up the chart going down.
Crypto.
Yeah,
Yeah.
from Goodwill Hunting. They were just lampooning him on all of his movies, and I
Oh.
love it. They
Yeah, I
said
mean-
if you invested $1,000 of Bitcoin the day Matt Damon's Fortune Favors the Brave came out, you'd be at under $375 now.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, look.
Yeah, I'm not far off that. I'll be quite honest, and I'll tell you, I bought into the hype at the very wrong time with the crypto market, and I'm glad I didn't put like my life savings in because if I had,
They were calling yesterday
been bad.
Black Monday or Crypto Monday. Will fortunes were lost. Crypto bros are distraught.
I'm gonna lower my
hang in there.
buy-in price because I bought in
Hodl.
like too high.
HODL, as two-time Hard Factor interviewee and totally non-biased investor who has a ton of Bitcoin, Anthony Scaramucci said yesterday, hey, this is okay. Bitcoin is going to still hit 100K in the next 12 to 24 months, and now is a great opportunity to buy. So there you go. That's from
Scaramucci said that?
Yeah, Scaramucci said that.
Well, Mooch has been on the
Also-
blockchain forever now. He's
also-
been a salesperson for it.
How about this for good news? Also, a survey conducted by Bank of America in mid-June asked over 1,000 people if they would buy, crypto. I guess they said digital assets. I'm not including NFT, so crypto. And 91% said yes, they would buy crypto in the next 6 months. So everyone's still interested. It's going to
if you're not in,
Yeah, it'll bounce back.
now's the time to get in.
That's right. If you're in that 91%, hold on for dear life.
That's very true. Also, probably just wait for the bottom. I think this recession is not going to be short, probably. So, you might see a few bounces, but you're probably going to see things go even lower.
What do you think the bottoms for Bitcoin? Let's do a quick guess.
It's I don't know. So 20 was the bottom in 2020. 18, I would say. I hope.
I'll go 19.
So I don't know. So like 200 billion came off the market yesterday in crypto. Probably,
I just think
probably
that,
a trillion came off the stock market.
The stock market, which we might be about to talk about,
No.
is also getting wrecked.
Who's rich enough to have stocks, Will? Get out of here. Stocks?
401ks. I mean, most people have a
Stocks?
retirement fund.
Bitcoin can't go to so low because eventually it's Bitcoin. I mean, it's obviously gained notoriety a lot more in the past years. And I think that people looking to buy the dip, it will keep it at a certain rate. It's not going to get down to 5. It's not going to get down to 6.
Bitcoin won't bottom out. What's that?
It's going to get resistance for sure at 19. Once it passes under 20,
it's a great investment at that price.
Yeah. We're hitting. A friend of mine said, if you had money, which I don't, because it's all gone in this.
Yeah.
He said,
what was he talking about?
He said
That's
today,
such a hypothetical.
Today would be like shopping at the 99-cent store for gold bricks.
Yeah.
But
if you had money,
I mean, that's also very optimistic to say it that way.
I mean, Bitcoin, I believe in wholeheartedly. I mean, this is going to kill a lot of cryptos, unfortunately. But we'll see. Strong blockchains are strong blockchains, but we'll see.
Yeah. All right. Well, there you go. Hold on for dear life. And that's today's cup of coffee, which is brought to you by Black Buffalo. And I like to throw a lip in when I'm doing what I did for today's show, writing the coffee. But up until recently, that meant I was using like one of two companies' dip, So, now there's a better alternative, Black Buffalo. And if you're 21 or over and you dip or chew tobacco pouches or long cut, you have to try this tobacco alternative, Black Buffalo. Will's about to show you what we're talking about here. Black Buffalo fucks. It's everything you love about traditional nicotine, just without the actual tobacco leaf or stem. Instead, it's made from edible green leaves and food-grade ingredients with the same flavors, texture, aroma, pack, and nicotine as traditional tobacco products. No compromise required. Go to blackbuffalo.com. It's available in both long cut and pouches. I just set up a subscription with them, set it, and forget it. Boom, they ship it to me. You won't have to feel like an asshole this 4th of July when you're using Black Buffalo either, because it's made right here in the US of A. All day, US of A. I tried out Black Buffalo, and what I really loved about the product is how smooth it is, and how it made me feel during and after. Relaxed. I used
it in the shower.
Ooh, baby. Spit it right down the drain. I used to use traditional chewing tobacco until I found Black Buffalo. I'm glad there's finally a high-quality alternative for tobacco. It's 2022. Are you still dipping traditional tobacco or those white portion things? If so, and you're 21 or over, it's time to get with Black Buffalo. It's everything you love about dipping, just without the actual tobacco leaf or stem. Head to blackbuffalo.com and use promo code HARDFACTOR at checkout for 25% off your first order. That's the best offer you'll find, but you have to use that code HARDFACTOR, one word, 25% off that order. One last time, promo code HARDFACTOR, 25% off your order at blackbuffalo.com. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine's an addictive chemical.
There you go. You know what? I'm a points guy. Always have been. An artist I worked with one time said, "What are you doing? Pick one airline and stick with it. In the end, it'll work out. Pick one hotel and stick with it." I said, "But I'm poor. I always go with the cheapest one." He goes, "You're an idiot." And he was right. I am an idiot. And since then, I've been a points guy. And we got a little point system for you.
Points Pat.
Points Pat. They've always called me that. Check out Upside, guys. You cringing when you go into the pump? I have been. You get an eye-popping check at your favorite restaurant? I've been there. Inflation is hitting us all where it hurts, and it really hurts. And that's why I started using Upside. Upside's an incredible app. for anyone who buys gas, groceries, or dines out. So you. And with every purchase with Upside, I'm getting cash back. You can be getting cash back too. You got it. You get it. You're already doing this stuff, okay? Upside can help you find the best deal and then get cash back on your purchase. Let's say you fill up your car 4 times a month. I don't know. Let's say you buy 15 gallons of gas when you go. You're getting 25 cents back per gallon. Over 12 months, it's $180 back, right? So it's free money. It's nothing. It's just coming right back to you, right back to your face. I bet you could use, that's probably 2 fill-ups, 2 free fill-ups a year. Why not? Why don't you check it out right now? Best part about it, it's free.
Yes.
It's totally free.
That's what I like to hear.
Yeah, they put it. It's not on you, the consumer. It's on them.
Buster
It's on
right
them,
there.
the business. You see what I'm saying? You're the winner. You're the winner. You're the big daddy with the money. Okay, so what do? Well, you go to the App Store. You download the Upside app. It's in the App Store, the Google Play Store. Use the promo code HARDFACTOR. That's one word, and you get $5 or more cash back on your first purchase of $10 or more. So pretty good way to start out. So you're going to go to the App Store, download Upside, throw in promo code HARDFACTOR, one word, a bam, get that $5 or more cash back on your first purchase of $10 or more. It's pretty easy. Then, you claim an offer for whatever you're buying on Upside, check in at businesses, pay as usual, credit card, debit card, bam, get paid. In comparison to credit card rewards or loyalty programs, you earn 3 times as much cash back with Upside. And you can cash out anytime to your bank account, PayPal, e-gift card, however you like to do it, Amazon, etc. Upside users are earning more than $1 million every week. That's probably why they have a 4.8 star rating on the App Store. So I'm going to say it one more time. You download that Upside app, use promo code HARDFACTOR. You get that $5 or more cash back on your first purchase of $10 or more. $5 or more cash back first purchase, $10 or more if you use promo code HARDFACTOR. Woo! Why not, guys? There's a reason that they call the San Jose Galleon the holy grail of treasure shipwrecks. It's because whoever gets their hands on the booty would be able to enjoy eternal youth, heal all injuries, and have everlasting happiness, right? Just like the Holy Grail.
Everlasting booty.
That's a nice booty, yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Is that why they have the song, Do You Know the Way to San Jose?
Totally different thing, but it plays in here. Well, somehow I'm going to weave it in, guys. Of course, it's not the actual Holy Grail down there. They just call it that. So to clarify, the eternal youth that they're talking about wouldn't be for you. It'd be more in terms of your sexual partners. You know what I'm saying? And the ability to heal all injuries, if you were the proprietor of this booty, is
Like
more. It's more like Magic Johnson level healthcare, right?
Right.
Not that $400 a month that I pay for that I can't use anywhere. And the happiness part, that's pretty self-explanatory. You'd be super rich. You'd have gotten the holy grail of sunken shipwreck treasures, right?
You're going to be like Terrell Owens jumping in the hypothermic tank, except instead of Terrell Owens, it's your penis and vaginas.
Yeah, it's pretty good,
Yeah,
guys.
you're
And you fill it with money.
Yeah, exactly. I get it.
Yeah, so guys, we're talking about a galleon, right? It's a couple vessels, and these colonial era vessels, which were sunk back in June 1708. Mark, do the math. That's a long time ago. Same month, this month. After coming under attack by the Royal Navy, British Royal Navy, off the port of Cartagena, right? So out there by Colombia. Now, the cash belongs to Spain, right? It contained 200 tons of gold, silver, gems, and jewels collect in Spain's South American colonies, and they were being shipped back to King Philip V to finance his war of succession against the British, right?
Okay.
So the ships are leaving, and the British Royal Navy says, we know what that's going to be used for. Or what did they have, arrows then? It wasn't a machine gun, but they sunk that shit.
Not yet, no.
Bam, cut to 300 years later.
Is this the stuff from Uncharted? This sounds like the treasure from Uncharted.
It could be, but it was discovered in 2015. Down there at the bottom off the coast of Colombia. And guys,
It's one of the biggest hauls of all time, literally. Like they've been searching for it.
200 tons.
They've known where it's at, like Pat says, since 2015. But
But check it out. They've been trying to figure out what do they do because it's 3,100 feet down. Okay.
Oh.
So check this out, man. They just released some new footage, right?
I would try to swim for it.
That the Colombian Navy.
you die for sure.
Oh, yeah,
it's under like
give me a tank.
dispute.
Yeah,
they're under dispute. Who's going to get it?
Who can get it?
We don't know. I mean, right now,
Everyone's
Spain wants it.
Yeah.
Bolivia.
Treasure.
Bolivia's making a play.
Of course, anybody
Spain
where
wants
the
every
gems
booty.
were taken from. Yeah. And where did it sink, Pat? Where was the
Off the coast of Colombia.
There you go. Colombia's going to want a piece too. So I mean,
but Bolivia's indigenous Quahara Nation believes it's theirs, and they were forced to mine it by the Spanish.
They don't have guns.
Right. Yeah.
So
well, Colombia is saying it's in our territorial waters, so it's part of our cultural heritage. Bam.
I'd say finders keepers on this one.
Well, Spain is saying no. This is ours, guys. We paid for the slaves. Well,
that was way
we
too long
slaved the slaves to get this stuff, and
whoever develops the technology to get it, that's whose it is.
All right. Well, that's what we're talking about today,
Can you
guys.
kill them on the way down, though?
That's why we're talking about it. I don't know, but here's the deal: the Colombian Navy they sent an unmanned vessel, a remote vessel, 3,100 feet down to the bottom to check this thing out, and they're still trying to figure out how to get it out. But here's this new footage, and it's absolutely super cool. Now you're going to hear, guys, the Navy commander, Admiral Gabriel Perez, talking about the newly released footage. He's talking over it, but the clip is in Spanish, so I had someone translate his remarks to English. You're going to hear, I did a pretty cool like NPR foreign journalism thing. You're going to hear him at first, and then it's going to fade to the English voice. But check this footage out, guys.
A partir de estos equipos que ustedes ven en el
Bruh, this is such a crazy amount of treasure. Do you see how much treasure is down there? Shit, man. It's great. It's a crazy amount, man. It's absolutely unbelievable. They got everything. They got gold. They got teacups. Looks like maybe, I don't know, some silver and shit. We got to get down there. I mean, it's like, oh, man, think about the ladies. Think about the ladies you could have if you had all this treasure, man. Oh, shit, man. To think it's just down there. It's like $12.6 billion. We got to get down there.
Yeah.
He's made some good points.
Right. Yeah. You heard him. It was $12.6 billion, and that's before they found the other 2 vessels that this thing discovered while it was down there.
There we go.
So
they got all the vessels.
What do you want?
Why don't they just they're filming it? Why don't they attach a little arm to that thing?
If you're Colombia, you just got to start taking it inland.
Wes,
did you see grabbing it up?
Did you see how many teacups are down there, bro?
Listen,
so it's fine china, porcelain china,
piece by piece.
Yeah,
whatever it takes.
You got to.
I mean, maybe you have to contract somebody out and you give them a cut or whatever, but whatever you have to do, just start bringing it on land. Once you have it, like in your buildings,
so many side deals.
No one's coming after it.
You got to make all sorts of little side deals, and you got to know that
you're closest
they
to
might double cross you.
Well, of course.
You got like there's so many crossings. You got to plan for some double crossings in your deals.
You need to plan it in that crossing.
Yeah.
Let's talk about
a lot of people.
Let's talk about getting double crossed. Let's do an update on speaking of treasure and a story that Mark covered not too long ago. You guys remember when Mark was talking about these 2 treasure hunting gentlemen, a father-son team called Finders Keepers that
Pennsylvania.
They led the FBI to a cave where some Civil War era
Finders giver-uppers
gold booty was potentially stashed. You guys remember that?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
The FBI screwed them.
Yeah, so they hit the FBI. Apparently been looking for this. Finders Keepers found out where it was. They thought they'd do the right thing. They say, "Hey FBI, we know where it's at. We're pro treasure guys. We're father-son team. It's here in Pennsylvania. Hey, but we want to cut, so we want to do the right thing.
Fee.
Totally reasonable, right?" And then the FBI was like, "Whoa, what are you talking about? We didn't find anything. Fuck you, you asshole." And they've just been stonewalled since. Anyway, guys,
that's classified.
New court documents have been filed and unsealed after Finders Keepers began pressing the government for information about the dig, where the FBI alleges we found nothing. The FBI initially said, "Okay, look. We told you we found nothing, and we're going to show you video footage that we found nothing." And the FBI initially said they found 17 relevant video files. This is the way it works. When you're doing a FOIA or whatever, they say, "This is what we got. We'll get it to you." But then without explanation, last week, the FBI said, "Did we say 17 video files? We meant 4. Okay. And then it turns out that the video files, the 4 of them, were shot by Dennis Prada himself that he had given to the FBI of the cave. So they're giving him his evidence back to him and saying, "Dennis, we didn't find anything, bud."
Yeah, because they invited him over after they snuck it out in the middle of the night. They waited, and the next morning they called him over. They're like, "Check it out, it's empty."
Right. A judge ruled that the FBI.
That's literally what they did. They snuck in armored trucks in the middle of the night, and then like the neighbors were like, "We heard and saw these giant trucks come out," and then they're like, "Oh, we didn't even work last night. No one was at the site." The FBI lied through their teeth.
A judge ruled that the FBI has lied to them. I mean, they gave Dennis his footage back to him and said, "Here's the evidence."
How about
Dennis.
give him the finder's fee?
You guys remember when James Clapper went up on national TV and said the NSA does not spy on anybody?
Yeah, what was he talking about, man?
The head of Project Prism under Obama, he was spying and recording everybody's actions on their cell phones, every single thing that happened in America, and he guaranteed
He just
that
missed
they weren't
one
doing
word,
any of
Will.
that.
What did he say? That doesn't. He said they don't. He said he.
And
meant they
now
do.
he's the guy who CNN brings on to be like a professional on what intelligence.
James Clapper, more like James Boer. Am I right? Anyway, that's the treasure update. That's fit to print for today. I hope Dennis and his son. What's his son name? His son's name is
Angry.
No. It's like it's a great name. It's like a name that it should be. Oh, Kem. Kem.
Yeah, Kem.
Yeah. Not Ken, but Kem. Kem with an M.
They started GoFundMe for $4.5 million.
Right. You deserve
this is
it.
what we're owed.
That's pretty tough for them. I mean, it's just
Oh, they're fucked. It's horrible.
Yeah, they're fucked.
Oh, they treated him like shit. I mean,
They're
just
laughing.
total shit.
Yeah, the FBI laughed so
laughing.
much at Kem and Dennis Parada.
Dennis is just a laughing stock. Yeah.
Problem is,
The government
the
is
treasure
always
was
gonna
on public
eminent
land.
domain.
Their
Yeah,
names
the
finders,
government-
keepers.
Yeah.
Right. The government's always going to eminent domain anything you bring to their attention. So maybe
So-
just like
They
Columbia
changed their name
should
to
do,
Losers
collect
Weepers.
Collect it first. Collect it first. You know,
They
just
can't.
like
They
Columbia
couldn't.
should do.
They couldn't.
Collect it first.
In both cases, the treasure was
They could've collected
inaccessible
at least some of it.
by a common man.
They could have.
So
collected at least some of it.
they got a search. They got a warrant to confiscate all the gold and not give them a finder's fee. But then they didn't even admit to them that they found any gold. They lied to them. They even made an operation just to lie to them. Put on a big show for them to show them an empty pit.
Right.
Like they
The only way
They made him look like morons.
Yeah, they rubbed salt in the
exactly.
wound. Yeah,
Right.
They insulted them.
There
The
was
only way the
Dennis
government's
over
going to
here.
give you anything is if you already control it, and then they can negotiate with you to give you something for it.
Oh,
And then
man.
you'll still be lucky if they don't just fuck you over and take it and not give you anything.
So there were trail cams that he was hoping that should have been in that 17 video
Oh,
cache.
I'm sure those were taken out by the CIA or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, like, come on, like they know how to cover shit up.
There's
That's
probably a
what they do.
discussion from some of the FBI being like, "Should we kill Dennis and Kem?"
Oh,
Yeah,
100%.
well, that definitely was a conference room
Someone was talking
over
about
a
it. They're like,
coffee.
Just give him a fucking bass boat at least. Jesus.
I mean, no, the problem is, guys, it's not the fucking FBI. It is FBI agents, but I guarantee you it's not an officially sanctioned FBI activity. That's why no one knows what the fuck it is.
It's not with Dennis and Kem.
No, it's not, but it's with Joey and
It's with
Steve.
the authorities who presented themselves as the authorities and used a federal equipment
It's
to
with-
extract the gold.
It's
I mean,
with
come on,
whoever's-
let's not
it's
pretend
with
the
whoever's
fucking
heading
government's a
over
bunch
to
of goody
Columbia.
two-shoes.
No, it's
I mean,
like that
come on.
scene in Training Day with Dr. Dre in it. We just take the money, right?
What
Yeah.
happened to it? I don't know. Come on, we all know what happened.
I've had my shit pushed in, Smiley.
Yeah,
All right, guys. Let's
All day.
I'd rip Dennis and Kem off too. You know, they're
yeah,
easy
they're
marks.
idiots. Yeah, morons.
Hey, Cam, you go to school today?
Yeah, it's like the guy in
All
Israel
day.
who told the sword. You brought
I'll
the
be
sword.
taking that sword, thank you. And
Yeah,
push her back in the
slow-mo or
water,
whatever.
nerd. Push her back. in.
I heard different.
Oh man.
Oh, look, Dennis. It's like
Oh, man,
it's like an
that's my
illusion.
sword.
Look, Dennis, the pit's empty.
I found $1 million. I should tell somebody.
It's like the movie Speed where they're on loop. They're just tricking them. It's like a video on
Oh,
loop.
man. Dennis Hopper finds out at the end, though.
Yeah, he does. But
It's time for the TikTok International Moment.
Let's just give us the curtain.
Didn't even mean to push that. Honestly,
No,
I
you
just-
gotta
I had
keep us
I had
on
my I
track.
had my finger on the
Gotta
thing.
keep us
It's
on
like the
track.
guy at the Apollo with the hook.
Yeah, I gave you the hook. It is time for the TikTok International Moment, though. Let's move it along. For our first story, boys, let's go to the east coast of India on the Bay of Bengal. It's a place called Odisha. Here, I'm going to pull up a little action where it is. There it is. It's a big state.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right on the coast there.
right on the
Got some
coast
nice
there.
beaches.
Ooh, yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. Imagine them just sitting on the dock of the bay. And it was a site of one of the most horrific acts of what I consider to be revenge the world has ever seen. Guys, did you know that according to the World Wildlife Fund, around 100 to 300 people are killed by elephants in India every year? Did you also know how many people are killed by elephants in the U.S. every year?
Zero.
That's right. And what does that tell you? It tells you that there's too many loose elephants roaming around unchecked in India. Does it?
The elephants are on the
man.
list now.
Well, we've covered a number of stories where the elephant, pops his head in a kitchen window and is like, "What's up? You
Yeah, in
got
China.
sandwiches in here?"
Elephants like the 4th or 5th animal. They kill it over 1,000 a year because
They're land whales.
Some of
You
them
guys-
have
they
guns, too.
they literally are. That's where
Ever
whales-
seen one in real life, like up close? Like it's so massive.
Yeah, we went to
Yeah,
the
of course.
Reston Zoo.
Yeah, I've been to
Will.
the zoo.
Whales
Yeah.
are elephants. They were elephants, and then they went to the ocean. They were a form of elephant.
That's
Whales and elephants are the same.
Right. Okay. So they're basically killer whales
This makes
and
sense.
elephants. They're equals. Land
They
and
can
sea.
Land
communicate.
whales. Yes.
Equally
Absolutely.
deadly on the list. Okay.
And
That's
they
right.
both jizz a lot.
Big
Giant
wieners.
penises. Giant penises. Well, it's been reported that by the Independent that conflicts between elephants and humans are a common occurrence in this state, Odisha, and intensive industrial activity in the mineral-rich state has increased human encroachment on the elephants' habitats, increasing chances of encounters between villagers and elephants. Obviously, the elephants don't like that their habitat is being encroached on. And a worrying trend in the state has also been a spike in the number of unnatural deaths of elephants. At least 1,356 elephants have died since 2001, and according to the state's chief wildlife warden. So,
What's that, Will?
Oh no, this is just my elephant sculpture that I have in my office. It's
So
really
you're a
nice.
fan of elephants and
I remember
orcas.
that.
Big elephant
he
guy.
likes big, dangerous things. Yeah.
Monster.
At
I'm
least-
not a roll tide guy, but big elephant guy. Love the real things.
Yeah.
Elephants.
It's beautiful. What is that made of? Some kind of endangered wood?
It's
Yeah,
mahogany.
definitely something that I shouldn't own. Yeah, probably. Right.
That's real ivory.
Yeah.
No,
So
no,
at
no.
least-
This is wood. This is wooden. I would never.
It's stained with elephant blood, though.
It is.
I
Not
mean,
in
just
a
like
Jimmy John's.
just like the Shamu Club. If I have had ivory, I probably thought at the time,
Right.
I didn't understand. Now I would not buy it.
Anyway, at least 42 elephant deaths have been recorded in the state in just the past 7 months from April to October of last year, which might explain what happened to one 70-year-old woman in Odisha last week, an incident I consider a message, much like a whale swallowing a kayaker or breaching on top of a sailboat. These land whales with tusks have clearly picked a side in the war, and one elephant upping the ante after he not only killed a 70-year-old woman, trampling her to death. Maya Murmu was at the well getting water, and the elephant appeared out of nowhere, just trampled her to death. Authorities say it
What?
strayed from the Dalma Wildlife Sanctuary, which is 200 kilometers away,
Come on.
clearly looking for blood.
Whoa.
They tried to save Maya at the hospital, but with all the cheating going on in the medical exams over there, you can guess how that went.
They're like, we need an Asian doctor.
Nobody had a clue what to do. So she died. That
Sorry,
same
Indian
night,
doctors.
that same night, the family was having her funeral. Her body was laid high upon a funeral pyre, however the fuck you say that.
You got it the second time, I think.
Yeah, pyre.
Mm.
Here's what it looks like. They put it on top of a bunch of wood. They burn it. They put like flowers on it. Then, out of nowhere, the same fucking elephant came out of the darkness, and it was like, "Hey kids, hey grandkids, loved ones, how about I take grandma off the pyre, throw her on the ground, trample her corpse again, and then disappear into the darkness?"
What?
How do you like that? How about I do that?
That's a vengeful elephant.
That's what he did.
There has to be a video of that.
There is not, Mark. There is
Was
not.
he
I
in
think-
Must? Was he in Must?
I,
Wes?
think- I don't know if he was in Must.
You know
but he
when they get
was-
horny and they're like
Yeah, I
leaking
know.
fluids and stuff.
But
know.
what with this one woman? Well, why did it come back and trample her again? It was
There's
it already
something, I
done
don't
the job.
Because he warned her one time, Mark, what was
You
going
mess
to
with the
happen.
bull, you get the horns. That's what he
Yeah.
said
Wow.
to her.
Kids are crying, scampering. Imagine if she was already lit on fire and he picked her up and she was just on fire and just
Yeah.
threw her around, ashes and ambers just going everywhere.
What a scene!
What a scene, right? These things are scumbags, clearly. And guys, did you hear the elephant tusks can cure cancer, make your dicks bigger, and give you longer lasting erections? I
did
heard
hear
that.
I
Is
have
that
heard
true?
Yeah.
I've heard
Tell
that,
all your
yeah.
Chinese friends.
Also,
you-
with as
you get-
deadly as they are, still not on the top 10 of most deadly.
You guys
what's-
seen an elephant dick?
What's the only non-insect thing? Like, there's
Hippo.
3 of them.
Hippo.
What?
Hippo.
Nope. 3 of them. What are they?
A crocodile?
Well, white deer kill a lot of people just from car accidents.
Nope.
Water buffalo or hippo, something like that.
Oh, yeah, water buffalo.
Nope.
Black Death. They call it the
Nope.
Black Death.
A snake.
Boom. Mark out one of the 3.
Oh man.
What's the other 2 animals that are
Oh,
the top 10?
dude, probably ooh,
A bear.
probably a
Nope.
bear. Yeah, shark.
Nope.
No,
Nope.
man.
Nope. It's dogs. Wes should have had that one with pit bulls and
true.
humans. Actually, the most deadly.
Okay. Okay.
Besides
Well, here's an
mosquitoes.
elephant dick. Look at that
Mosquitoes
thing.
are number one.
Whew, look at that thing.
Whoa.
Huge.
There's another one.
Can you
Almost
imagine that
touches the
ripping you
floor.
out of your funeral, out of your pyre, just by the dick?
Jesus.
Look at this
Oh,
big
what
boy.
a scene.
Also, tell all of the young rappers out there that you ain't shit until you got an elephant ivory jewelry. Look at this. Look at how nice that looks. Isn't that amazing?
That's a
Add
very
elephants
nice
to the
shade
list.
of
That is
There we go.
beautiful.
the gold
Elephants
inlay.
have to go.
Yeah. But
Beautiful.
I mean, just a vengeful motherfucker.
Their penises are massive. I didn't.
I'm gonna
realize
start
that.
eating at Jimmy John's more because he hunts
Right?
these things. Yeah.
There you go, Mark.
Aren't
I'm gonna
whale
go get a-
penises also massive? Yeah, same
Oh,
thing. son.
yeah.
You guys
Yeah.
are right.
Mhm.
Same deals.
They're the same thing. They're
But we're
bastards.
mammals too, which I think that's why I respect them. They're just
Well,
huge
we're pieces
mammals.
of shit too. We're at the top. of the
Yeah,
leadership
so are
code.
we. We'd
Yeah.
be like them if we were big like that.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
We do kill a lot of them. Next, let's go to Russia, where, of course, we covered that McDonald's suspended the operation of over 850 of its restaurants in March, shortly after Putin decided to start murdering civilians in Ukraine. Then they said they were completely pulling out, quote, the humanitarian crisis caused by the war in Ukraine and the precipitating, unpredictable operating environment have led McDonald's to conclude that continued ownership of the business in Russia is no longer tenable, nor it is consistent with McDonald's values. So that's a nice thing for McDonald's to do, standing up for the Ukrainians, taking Big Macs away from the Russians, right? Or did they? Here's a video of people lined up back in the day to get their last taste of McDonald's.
Right. And the guy who chained himself, obviously.
Yeah.
We all remember him.
I mean, it's just, yeah, the guy
I mean,
chained.
this is a mall. There's like people just all like the
Right.
mall like is around wrapped around the
This
walkway.
girl coming up, she said she's just gonna, say goodbye. Came here to say goodbye. She loves it. A lot of fond memories, blah, 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 blah,
agree.
blah. They went to say goodbye one last time.
We
And they
can
never
relate.
thought they were going to get McDonald's back again.
Yeah, we can relate.
Then came a shining light. Billionaire Alexander Govor. Here he is. He bought the company's Russian restaurants, and as part of the deal, Govor agreed to keep all employees under equivalent terms for at least 2 years and de-arch the chain's Russian locations. McDonald's continues to retain its trademark in Russia, so the new chain is forbidden from using the name, the logo, the branding, and the menu. But did they really take McDonald's away? I
Are
don't
they
think
calling it Uncle Vanya's or what are they calling
No.
it?
The new restaurants opened June 12th. The first new restaurant that is set to replace all the McDonald's in Russia opened up with their new logo. And as you guys mentioned in the beginning of the show, this is the new logo of
Looks
the new
like
McDonald's.
Marriott in reverse.
It's
It
like
is
a
like
it's
a
like a
Marriott.
pesticide company.
Yeah.
And
The colors remind you of a pesticide company.
yeah, exactly.
Green, forest green, burnt orange, and like a darker orange.
And
or-
Will was
or
right.
red.
The two things are represent fries, and the round orange thing is supposed to be a
An
burger.
uncooked burger.
It's just the bun, I think.
The red
yeah.
bun.
And it's also the new
In
name.
Russia, bun is red.
The new name is called Vuxno and Tochka, which translates to tasty, and that's it. So yeah,
Any
creative,
questions?
pretty creative. The slogan is the name changes, the love stays. They want to make sure the quality stays the same. So first, here's here's what it looked like on opening day of this
I'm
new
communist.
restaurant in Moscow. Here's people just flocking to
Oh,
the
they're
new
happy.
restaurant.
Good for them. It's
Looks
bad.
just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
McDonald's inside. They tried to keep the inside as
Oh,
close
it's
as
exactly
possible
like
to-
a
It's
McDonald's.
pretty
I'll
much
have a
McDonald's.
big. That's it.
Right.
It's the same boards and everything. They didn't even change shit.
No, they didn't change anything because it's
So the-
McDonald's. Will
Okay, so is McDonald's getting a cut on this because they let them?
you
keep
bet
the
you bet
whole
you bet their
deal.
ass you bet your
Yeah,
ass
bet
they
your
are.
sweet
Oh,
ass
wow,
they are.
yeah, they are. Because this is just McDonald's.
It's just McDonald's.
This
Here's
is
some
just-
food.
Oh,
This is just Ukraine getting screwed again.
Yeah, it's just McDonald's.
McDonald's is not really doing
Look
it.
it up. Everyone's so happy. Everyone's got
shit.
smiles on their faces. Russia's doing
CEO
great, by the way.
McDonald's.
This is like the gas sanctions, man. Did you see that India is now just like, oh, we're gonna buy
yeah.
all the fucking Russian
Russia's
gas we can
doing
get our hands on?
fine financially,
look,
but so is
Yeah,
McDonald's.
yeah.
Look, that's
Yeah.
the new meal. All they
That's
did
the
was take
same-
the McDonald's
that's the
logo
same.
off. They scratched off the logo
Yeah.
on the ketchup
It's the
packet.
same cup.
It's the exact same shit. Here's
Same
what's going to
lid.
really
That's
infuriate
McDonald's.
you guys. Here's what's going to
That's
really
McDonald's.
piss you guys off. Here's a menu of the prices over there, and I did some conversions here. Quarter pounder with cheese over there, as you can see in the background. Well, it's a different one, but it's 165 rubles.
Yeah,
It's 100. Well, that's not the quarter pounder. It's
that was with like bacon or something. This is so 165 for the plain quarter.
165 for the plain quarter pounder with cheese. That equals $2.86.
Oh,
Here in America, land of the free, birthplace of fucking McDonald's, that sandwich is now going for $3.79. So McDonald's is actually
at least
cheaper.
that depends on where you're at.
Right. Exactly.
Oh man,
That makes me mad.
Doesn't that upset you?
Yes.
my McDonald's order is $14.50 now.
Man, mine's like $16.
Mine's
Reno,
like $6.
A meal is
I
like
just get the
$20 at
McChickens
McDonald's.
and then double cheeseburger.
Yeah.
I don't get fries.
So don't let McDonald's fool you. I love McDonald's, but they just need to come out and say it. They're selling them the same exact product.
They're like, what happened this last month where we're like $100 million under Russia?
Mm-hmm.
Get them back up. Like they saw like one report of their earnings and they were like,
yeah, I mean, shit's getting rough for Ukraine.
get me in touch with an oligarch.
The financial support's running out. Is the EU going to let them join? Zelensky's now saying like, EU, you have to let us join. Somebody's got to do something. But literally, basically the
Ukraine
sanctions
got
didn't
screwed.
work. Yeah, and Ukraine's just dealing like the people of Ukraine and the people of Russia, obviously.
Putin's
So
still
there's
alive.
reports of how many soldiers have been killed, Russian soldiers. It's insane. So
But look,
the war
there's
is
people. Everyone's got like this. This woman's enjoying the McDonald's. She's got a little tiny dog. People are doing great over there. They got their
They're doing a lot
iPhones.
better than Ukraine.
I mean, they're happy now.
I expected them to be in like wool coats,
Guys,
begging
no,
for
Putin's
Putin's
food.
getting a bump. Putin's getting a big bump up from this. From
Can you
from
put
the
up a
McDonald's
picture
coming
of the
back.
guy the billionaire again?
Yeah, Govor.
I like his little medals he has on. Like,
Oh,
Yeah.
Putin meddled the shit out of him
Yeah.
as soon as he bought the
he
McDonald's.
got a new
He's
one
like,
for this McDonald's thing.
Oh, he's gonna have a ceremony next week.
Which one of those medals is for the McDonald's thing? Or is he going to get a new one?
It's like the McDowell's in Coming to America.
Yeah.
It's not the
He gets
Big
a
Mac
new
anymore.
Sir
Now it's
Bart.
called the Grande. It's
He
not
gets
the
a fry
McFlurry.
medal.
It's a
Yeah.
it's a milkshake. Yeah, yeah. It's
not right.
It's bullshit, man.
No, McDonald's is back over there. It's just straight McDonald's.
It's straight
That's
back.
Crazy.
McDonald's is
That's
just straight
crazy.
back.
I mean, sad for Ukraine. I mean, like, it's just it's crazy to see the financial support sort of like dry up like this. And I
Right.
know there's a lot of spending left to be
That's-
had on the
we're not
U.S.
trying-
defense side, but
We're not trying to
It's-
say Russian citizens should be deprived of McDonald's. We're saying that this
I
act
am.
is just proof that Ukraine is not getting the support.
they're on an island. They're being
Yeah.
left on an island.
Right.
Yeah, basically.
No,
which
Russia's
is very
thriving.
sad.
It's
Oh,
cheap.
yeah.
McDonald's
Russia's
is cheaper
thriving.
over there.
India's buying all their gas too. I'm telling you, they're not. They're
Yeah,
not.
they're the
struggling.
second richest oil company. They're doing better than ever in Russia.
Yeah, they're not struggling. Maybe we should up our output, but no,
Yeah.
but
Those
no.
fries
but
look
no.
hot.
Maybe we should just try to take over Canada like they took over their neighbor, and then maybe we'll get
Shake down Trudeau.
yeah.
Hey
Let's try
Trudeau,
to,
you gonna help us out or what?
let's just try to take over Canada, and see how because it's working for
Also,
Russia.
Mexico skipped the
Attack your
fucking thing.
neighbors.
Mexico skipped the Americas conference we had last week. I mean, like that's grounds for invasion too. Maybe America just needs to expand north and south, and then deal with that. Russia.
I'd
We'll
rather
pump
fight-
so much gas.
I'd rather fight Canada than Mexico. Mexico would whoop our
Be
ass.
easier fight, huh?
Yeah.
If you think.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Much rather take on Canada than Mexico.
Yeah. Hopefully we don't ever do either. But you know,
No. We love both of them. Yeah.
if we did go Putin style,
Yeah.
you got to think about it. All right. Last story of the day for all the space peeps out there. Don't worry, I've got a space mountain cooking. But this story about Yellowstone National Park could not wait this week. One of the most naturally beautiful places on Earth, literally the whole Earth. If you've never been there, Yellowstone National Park takes up basically all of northwestern Wyoming, the corner
It's
there.
big, huh?
Very big. Goes into Idaho and Montana a little bit as well on the borders. Pretty
like an
much the
elephant
last
dick.
place. Yeah, big like an elephant dick. It's pretty much the last place where the American buffalo just roam free like they used to back.
We killed
everywhere.
them though, yeah.
Right. White people killed them off basically for the most part. But in Yellowstone, they still roam free. There's tons
I
of
like
them.
to call
You
them
can
the
go
pre-elephant
up- the
because
buffalo.
they're next. Yeah.
They're definitely they're on the list for sure.
Elephants
No,
next.
they're very aggressive. We'll get to that. But more bad shit is going on at Yellowstone than that. Just like America's having a little rough go with the crypto stock markets, Yellowstone is underwater, just like the markets. Literally. Here is a video of the bridge at the North Gate being completely swept away by a flooding river after historic rainfall this week. This is on the Montana Gate, the North Gate.
Holy shit, I missed it by a half second.
That's a bridge.
Oh my
What the hell's going on over there?
A river took the bridge out.
I missed it by a half. Oh my gosh.
So that was just flooding from massive rains, and it was the river was flooding so high outside the north gate of Yellowstone Park.
I had no idea it was raining that hard up there.
Just run that back. That kid was more concerned about his social media post than the.
He wanted to get the history.
The bridge is already gone.
Okay.
That's one of those where you should delete the
Holy
audio.
shit, I hope there's no one downriver.
Yeah,
Holy shit, I hope everyone's okay.
He's trying to document what's happening.
Come on.
He's
I
trying to
just
document what's
missed
happening.
it by like half a second.
I'd be pissed if I missed it too.
You've seen Pat in emergencies. He's always caring about everyone.
Yeah.
What emergencies have you seen, man? I avoid them like the plague.
Okay, well, this kid, he happened to be there in his car, and he gave the commentary nonetheless. The park is going to be closed to all new visitors at least through Wednesday, which is crazy. They never close Yellowstone. And the northern part of the park, where you guys just saw that video from, is expected to be closed pretty much indefinitely, because how the fuck are you going to drive around that
bridges?
Loop? Yeah. Right. And here's nearby Red Lodge, Montana. It is not a good situation over there. Up to about halfway in the first floor of all the houses.
Dead Lodge.
Holy shit. You see that house? Oh, man, I missed it.
Oh, man, I missed that dog drowning.
Almost had it. Yeah, so it's not good. Epic flooding, historic rainfalls, which is causing it. Not only is Yellowstone underwater, it's just having a hard time in general also right now, because right before the flood started, it had to rename Mount Doan. Okay, this is Mount Doan. You see, it's like a really unique
so that looks
stony
safe.
peak.
That looks safe from flooding.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If you're at the top of Mount Doan, you're good. But they had to rename it to First People's Mountain. There it is from a distance. You see it there on the left. It's got a very unique, craggy peak there. So it was named after Doan, right? And despite Doan having been a Union officer, right, which many places in the West are named after Union officers, like Reno. That's a name after a Union general. It turns out that Doan, because it was all named after the Civil War, turns out that Doan, though, was a particularly brutal enforcer of laws on Native Americans and executed a massacre in 1870 in response to the murder of one white fur trader.
He'll get 100 to 1.
Yeah, here's the
Don't do
description. And it says, during what is now known as the Marias Massacre, at least 173 American Indians were killed, including many women, elderly tribal members, and children suffering from smallpox. Doan wrote fondly about the attack and bragged about it for the rest of his life.
Yeah, well,
so
I bet that was the last fur trader they got.
So that was Mount Doan.
Doan.
Yeah, probably so, Mark. The vote to change the name was unanimous, 15-0. Yeah, sorry, Doan.
Doan doesn't have any ancestors. It wasn't 14 to 1. Yeah. They didn't let any Doans on the board.
Renaming mountains with 15 people out there?
I think it was on some board. Yeah,
it's a board.
Oh.
Sorry, what did you want there to be, like an American Idol style vote or something?
Yeah.
I mean, I just thought it'd be a bigger vote. That's all. 15.
No, it's a council. It's like a council.
I mean, that's some repugnant shit.
No, I know. I agree. It should be renamed. I just thought there'd be a little
Maybe
more
we ask
input.
a few more people.
I mean, come on. Did they hear from the Doans on this?
More input.
You want to know about the best day of my life?
It's a small sample size.
My God.
You ever got Dome on Dome Peak?
So not only is the park dealing with some very awkward history right there, Yellowstone is also managing the constant problem of people getting too close to the buffalo. Happens all the time. Thanks to Taylor Hansen on Instagram for keeping us informed. Here's the report that the park had to put out on May 31st, just very recently. News release date, May 31st, 2022. A 25-year-old female from Grove City, Ohio, approached a bison to within 10 feet on the morning of May 30th, 2022. Two other individuals were also within 25 yards of the same bison. Park regulations require visitors to remain more than 25 yards away from bison. As the bison walked near a boardwalk at Black Sand Basin, just north of Old Faithful, the female on the boardwalk approached it. Consequently, the bison gored the woman and tossed her 10 feet into the air.
Oh, man, I just missed it. Oh, I missed the gore.
Hey, babe, can you do that again?
Yeah, go pick her up, help her up, and move her near the buffalo.
This is going to be sick.
The woman sustained a puncture wound and other injuries. Park Emergency Medical responded to the incident immediately and transported her via ambulance to Eastern Idaho Regional Medical Center. I understand she survived, but she got tossed 10 feet in the air by a bison.
These are some of the best videos of someone getting too
Nope.
close to a bison.
Oh,
They fucking just missed it, man.
Yeah,
They
just
got the
missed it.
9-year-old last
It's
year.
on the
I love
first
it.
when animals attack. It's a classic.
Oh, the 9-year-old from last year is the best one. I was looking for bison flips, but it's
Yeah.
it's kind of sad because it's a 9-year-old girl.
yeah, that's not as fun.
that's
the
not
woman,
as
the
fun.
woman who survived getting tossed 10 feet. That's worth
Right.
watching.
They I wish the fucking kid had got it.
Lady, do it again.
Whoa, she's trying to get us views.
I'll split it with you, lady. I'll split the ad rev with you.
That
She's a
video
view
would have been
machine.
fucking epic. All right. It's likely the woman tried to take a picture with a bison calf given the time of year, which would have been very dumb. That's what
And
people are
cute.
suggesting. And
Yeah.
cute. I myself get way too close to the bison when I'm at Yellowstone National Park. It's stupid, but also a rush. It can toss you 10 feet in the air. Yeah. So just like the USA overall, though, Yellowstone Park isn't done forever. It's just not been our best few weeks and or years. And it could be worse for Yellowstone. At least they aren't St. Francois County of Missouri, who had to revise their new 2018 government seal this year after it got 17,000 Reddit upvotes describing it as, quote, free clip art. So
Yeah, that's
subscribe to
horrible.
people. You see, it's the
It's
great
so
seal of
bad.
Francois County, and then it's just an American flag, Microsoft Word art, a pick, like a shovel pickaxe, an eagle, not even the right direction, cross and Bible, and then like the state of Missouri. But
Well,
it's all clip
They
art.
had to move the wings so they
Stacked
could
on
get the
top of each
cross in
other.
the state in the county.
Right. He didn't want them touching. He
They
didn't
had,
want
to
anything
move, they, had to
overlapping.
move, they had to move the eagle so they could slam those other two clip arts in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was made-
Somebody up high's kid did that, and they weren't going to say no to it.
Right? Do you see how the wing on the
Oh.
other side goes between the and great?
Yeah. Oh,
Check out the Y in county.
oh, it's horrible.
Oof.
17,000 upvotes on
it's
being
not
horrible.
even
What
the
what do
lines.
you what do you guys guess who made that?
A
Wes
child.
guesses a kid. No.
You know who made it?
Yeah.
The Barbara, the secretary.
The
Close.
I was gonna say the person, the head person,
The county clerk.
the
bro.
county.
Yeah, basically a
leader.
70-year-old guy who had to do it because nobody else knew how to do anything, and he didn't know how to use computers at all. So once they got mocked on Reddit for after they released that for some reason, instead of just like reaching out to any graphic
Great.
designer for like $20,
Great work, Edgar.
right? They just put that out there, then got roasted.
I don't know.
Did you say an eagle? And what else?
I
What
gotta
else do I
say.
like?
No, the
Church?
funny part, the old seal was stitched
What do I
together,
like?
so he didn't know how to.
Maybe
He
a-
didn't know how to take a picture of it and make it a thing.
Maybe
so
a couple
instead-
sunny side up eggs.
Exactly.
I think
They had
I'm
to start
getting
a
pretty
contest.
good at this.
Price is Right logo.
Yeah, things he likes. And my wife.
If you hate so much, you do it.
They had to start a contest for a new one. They got their new one in April. Here it is. I kind of like the
Oh, that's pretty
original
good.
one better, personally. It's
pretty
pretty
good.
good, but it's very professional. But the original one with the clip art is hilarious.
Yeah, leave Edgar.
Still too busy.
It's way too busy.
Well, they kept some
but-
remnants of Edgar's spirit, his design in there.
The pickaxe,
True.
yeah.
Yeah.
The
At
overlay,
least
yeah.
Yellowstone isn't dealing with that, right? That's like a more recent. They're dealing with sins of further in the past. So
Sure.
thanks, Carlos, for that last one.
There you go.
And that's going to do it for Hard Factor today. Wheel time.
Real time.
Wheel time. See what we do tomorrow. Cup of coffee in the big time. Ooh, it's a run back.
Oh,
Mark.
dog.
All right,
Double
back.
dip.
Okay. All right.
All right. Marv's got the cup of coffee. TikTok. Oh, it's
Bringing
a
it back,
total
Johnson.
run back.
Wow.
Total run
Bring
back.
it back, Johnson.
The wheel says, "Do it again, fellas."
The wheel wants more. Wants more of the same show. Well, as the wheel states, we abide. As always, thank you for listening. Go vote today in your primary if you're in Maine, Nevada, North Dakota, or South Carolina. But most importantly, have a great fucking day.